If it's a pass play that he turns into a run play, not a designed run play, I think that Josh is going to have a lot of those opportunities in this game.
Okay. I'll buy that.
It's time now for a segment so hot, John Harbaugh had to turn it off while he practiced indoors. It's upset alert. Do we have the scoring for upset alert? Special playoff scoring upset alert.
Guys.
Brew and I shot. It was one game.
I was not even here last week, so on that Friday.
We made a pick for you because you announced on Wednesday the Packers were your upset alert.
Yeah, I mean.
So we did the Packers. You did.
I was rolling with the Packers, but I also was rolling with Washington. So you don't know which one I would have picked.
That's true, but
I think there should be an asterisk by my name because I didn't even get.
Let's add an asterisk there next.
Greg wasn't here last week either. He has 6 points anyway.
Sure
so
do.
Figure that out.
All right, Greg, the board is yours.
All right, you guys, this comes at no surprise. I'm going with the Texans. Look, let me just lay it out for you. We all have that one friend or family member, or in my case, an associate that believes they just got what it takes. Until they have an experience and they realize I've underestimated my opponent. Whether it's playing poker, in this case, if it's the Texans or the Chiefs playing the Texans in the playoff game. Look, the Texans understand who they are. They realize they're going up against this excellent Chiefs team. But they are going to take some gambles. They're going to take some risk. But you must remember who you are. And I believe that they are going to remember who they are. Play within themselves. Take shots when they need to. Take those gambles. And it's really simple. Texans hold them. They get it done.
I don't know.
It's just simple.
Are they playing within themselves or are they gambling?
They're gonna play within themselves and then take shots when the shots are available.
Okay. Okay. I mean, it's an upset.
Exactly.
There's only 4 games.
Look, I hope you're right.
Why?
What? That would be horrible for the show.
Why do you hope he's right? What do you even mean?
Who do I have winning the Super Bowl?
The Ravens.
It's a much easier path to beat Houston than to beat the Chiefs. I want the Super Bowl.
You know what? See,
the best is the best. If Houston beats Kansas City, that means they were better this year.
You know what, Wildes? That's the problem with Brew's generation. They want it all handed to them. Listen to Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce said he wants to play everybody. I'm get an extra game against the Bengals in Walmart parking lot.
I'm not expecting it, but if as a Ravens guy, oh, yeah. I'd rather play the Texans than the Chiefs next week. All right. So, anyway, there will be no upsets.
Oh, my God.
I told you this, guys, last year. I had to come here in the playoffs and say, this week, there won't be any upsets.
I think that week there were
not even alerts?
I think the last time you did this,
there's some alerts,
there were multiple upsets.
Well, look, the Ravens are going to roll in Buffalo. All right, I'm telling you that. Every fiber of my being is telling me that. Ravens. As much as I respect the Bills,
I buy that.
The Ravens are going to roll.
How about the Chiefs?
The Chiefs, sorry, Greg, they're going to roll. All right, again, I'd love it if Texas got
10 to 14
Washington,
points.
I like Jaden. I think it'll be a shootout.
Okay.
But I think at the end of the day, I would take the Commanders and the points.
I'm doing that.
Yeah, go ahead.
But I think Detroit's going to win. And then we got Philadelphia and the Rams. And while I would have taken Matt Stafford over Jalen Hurts, the Eagles are a much better team. So I'm taking the Eagles in that one. What's so hard for everybody to understand?
Just so everybody understands.
4 picks across the board. That's okay.
If the bookies felt like Nick and had made Buffalo the favorite, I'd pick the Ravens.
Also, the official upset alert rules state, in this contingency, if all 4 favorites win, Brew gets 1 point. If all 4 favorites cover, meaning there were no alerts, he couldn't have gotten a point, and he calls it, he gets 3. So, Brew, you could still get 3 points this week.
So if
all 4 favorites cover the spread, you get 3 points. If all 4 favorites win, you get 1 point.
All right.
That's the rules. We plan for contingency because we saw Brew last year pull this same thing. By the way, the weekend he did it, I think, was more upsets than any other weekend.
There's only 4 games, and I feel very similar to Brew. So I have a soft alert. Because, as you know,
what is a soft alert?
Soft alert.
Because an alert is not a pick. An alert is just, it's going to be close.
The true alert is like when your fire alarm goes off. The soft alert is when it needs a new battery.
Okay.
Just like a soft alert. Commanders keep it close against the Lions. It's a soft alert. I have 3 reasons. 1, when the Lions play a playoff team, they win, but it's close.
Oh.
If they're playing a tomato can, they beat them by 20 points. 40 of those are when they played Mac Jones.
Okay.
So it's going to be close since we're actually legitimately in the playoffs. Then when it's close, maybe it gets out of hand a little bit. But Jaden, when trailing, is great. Right up there with the superstar quarterbacks. And then finally, Lions last 6 games if Jaden needs to air it out. Maybe you're down by 15. Maybe you're down by, 9. I think Jaden's going to be like, we got nothing to lose here. Let me just slang this thing. Lions last 6 games, not great on defense. So, it's close. Do I think the Lions win? Of course. I'm a Lions guy. But I'm also Jaden.
So you're with me. No upset.
No, he's.
Let's
Because
see.
I said it'll
I
be
got
close.
Chiefs, Lions, Ravens, Eagles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except you think
So
the
he's in the
Commanders
same boat as me?
The Commanders keep it
he has
close. I don't
Commanders.
think
He has
it's at
Commanders.
8.5. I think
He thinks the Commanders keep it close.
This is boring.
Greg's the only one.
I
Here's
tried
the
to do
thing.
Ohio State, but they're
Like, you
favored
guys
too.
are attacking me because I'm going with the team that at the beginning of the season I said I picked to win the Super Bowl.
I'm
Greg,
not going.
to
I'm
be clear-
doing the same
Greg,
thing. I picked
Greg,
the Ravens.
To be clear, we're not attacking you for doing that. We're attacking you for being wrong. Time now for Nick's Picks, which, unlike Upset Alert, is sponsored by our friends at DraftKings, because DraftKings doesn't want any of you mealy-mouthed folks be like, hey, hedge this, hedge that. 4-2. Basically, we're hitting over 60% all year. 32-21 in the regular season, 4-2 in the wild card round. The Steelers pick, I was on the wrong side of that game. The other 4 winners were easy, and Bucks Commanders, it felt like coin flip game the whole time. So I felt like we had 5 of those 6 handicapped properly. This week, try to go 4-0. We'll go in order of the games. And I love the fact that I have a favorite that contradicts Greg Jennings. Kansas City minus 8.5. Hey, Kansas City laying the full 8.5. Guys, how is Patrick Mahomes with extra rest? Oh, he's 31-7. What about with more than 13 days of rest? 19-3 and 13-9 against the spread. The Texans have a hard ceiling on the franchise. It's this round of the playoffs. They whack people Saturday afternoon in the wild card round, then they get whacked the following week in the divisional round. The Chiefs are up 20-3, 20-6 at halftime. Coast to victory, cover the 8.5. Next, I'm with you, KW.
What is it?
Washington plus 8.5.
Good, see?
But I will say this was the hardest pick because I agree with the analysis that Jaden's going to be able to score and move the ball. My concern is this. If Jaden has 4 touchdowns and they get to 31 points, will that be enough to cover the 8.5? I don't know, man. I think this Detroit team rested, offense healthy, that offensive line, Ben Johnson trying to audition for whatever job it is. I think they could score 40. I really do.
Wow.
I think that the Commanders are going to score at least 24. I'm still a little squeamish about them covering the 8.5, but the stuff Wild said and the backdoor potential, fact that the Commanders are going to go for it on 4th downs, I like it.
That?
I'll take the points. That's my least confident of the pick. Here's my second most confident pick. Better coach, better quarterback. And I get 6 points. Give me a break. How about this for a stat? Super Bowl winning quarterbacks the last 20 years when they're underdogs in the playoffs. 62-25 against the spread. Doubt Matt Stafford at your own peril. Sean McVay, his last 8 games on short rest, 7-1 against the spread. I just need to keep it close to win this bet. I think the Rams win outright, 24-23, but I'll certainly take the 6 points. And then lastly, again, this line makes no sense. If these 2 teams are equal, the one team is at home. Also, the team that's at home has the more proven playoff quarterback. Also, I am not totally convinced that the weather is not going to play a massive factor in the Bills' favor. Regardless, I have the quarterback I trust more, the more proven playoff team, the more proven playoff quarterback, and I'm getting 1.5 points. Should be a great game. The Bills win it. So, one favorite, 3 dogs. Chiefs -8.5, Washington +8.5, Rams +6, and the Bills +1.5. You know what? Feels like 3-1. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh yeah,
Feels like 3-1.
Yeah,
Feels like 3-1.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here.